Hey soul family, welcome back to the channel. This is the White Feather Tarot, and in today's reading we're taking a look at what will unfold with the situation that you have in mind. And to explore this reading, I will be pulling out 3 cards for you to choose from for today's reading. If you prefer to pick your piles using your zodiac signs, you will find the timestamp for that down in the description box, which will take you straight to the part of the introduction where we shuffle your signs and find out in which of the piles they'll fall under. Also, if you prefer for Spirit to pick your pile, this is also an option, and you will find the timestamp for that as well down in the description box. Otherwise, let's take a look at your cards for today's reading. So, you've got the card Flexibility for pile number 1. You've got the card Discernment for pile number 2. And you've got the card Compassion for pile number 3. I'm really feeling like using raw crystals for today's reading. If you prefer to pick your piles using your crystals, we're going to be adding that right now. So I don't know if I have all of the colors in the raw form, but I'm sure we're going to find something nice and interesting. So we can use the beautiful Citrine for this pile. I feel like it mimics the cards in this pile. Sorry, the colors and the shades of this pile. We can place it like this. Here, because of the fox, maybe we can use the tiger's eye. It's not perfect, but it sort of picks up on the shades. And I don't know, hold up. Maybe we can, we're not going to use Citrine again. Blue, we can use a blue color. So, nah, that's not gonna work out. Anything else before I change my mind and focus on something else? All right, so I think I'm just gonna use these as raw. How about we use this Oracle Quartz? It does have the different shades, doesn't it, in this card? The blues, the yellows, the oranges even. Yeah, I feel like this may be a great pick for the first pile. Yeah, we can even do it like this. Yeah, why not? All right, so these are the crystals for today's reading. If you want me to zoom in, let me do that so you can see everything so clearly. Right, so for pile number 1, your crystal is the beautiful Rainbow Aura Quartz. For pile number 2, your crystal is the beautiful Tiger's Eye, of course in its raw form. And for pile number 3, your crystal is the beautiful Citrine in its raw form. So take a look at which one of these 3 piles you're the most drawn to, and this will be the pile for you here today. As always, in case you feel drawn to more than one pile, maybe even all of the piles, trust your intuition. It's meant to take you to the messages that you're meant to hear about. Perhaps you're going to hear more information about what you have in mind in different piles, or maybe there are different things, whether you realize it sometimes or not, that are going on that you're wondering about, and you'll find the answers to these in the different piles. And once you're ready, you'll find the timestamps down in the description box, which will take you straight to your readings. And please note that in the next section of the introduction, you can pick your pile using your zodiac sign. If this is something you're interested in, please stick around. If not, please pause the video and take as much time as you need. All right, so if you prefer to pick your piles using your zodiac signs, then my dear soul family, welcome. This part of the introduction has been created specifically for you so that you can do just that. And in a moment after the shuffling, I will be drawing out 4 signs for each pile. Okay, so let's get straight ahead and go ahead and draw out the signs. All right, so these will be the signs for pile number 1. These will be the signs for pile number 2. And these will be the signs for pile number 3. Okay, let's see what we have. So for pile number 1, the signs are Cancer, Capricorn, Aries, as well as Gemini. The signs for pile number 2 are Aquarius, Leo, Libra, as well as Virgo. And the signs for pile number 3 are Sagittarius, Pisces, Scorpio, as well as Taurus. So, please feel free to pick your pile using your sun, moon, or rising. I highly recommend you check out the 3. Alternatively, if you prefer to pick your pile using any other placement in your chart, please feel free to do that. Of course, these are just different suggestions to make it easier for you to find your pile. Also, these are suggestions that I always hear astrologers love to go by, and this is why I am advising you to go by them. But at the end of the day, what resonates with you is the most important thing. And once you're ready, you'll find the timestamps down in the description box, which will take you straight to your readings. And please note that in the next section of the introduction, Spirit will be picking your pile for you. If this is something you're interested in, please stick around. If not, please pause the video and take as much time as you need. All right, if you prefer for Spirit to pick your pile, welcome. This part of the introduction has been created specifically for you, if this is what you prefer. And what I like to do is simply assign a different tarot card to each pile based on the numerology of the major arcana. And so as you can see, the Magician will be presenting pile number 1, the High Priestess pile number 2, and the Empress pile number 3. And what I like to do is simply shuffle them around until one of the cards draws my attention. And that's usually through a mistake. You know, the cards could bump into each other. I could miss pulling a card from the other side, passing on a card to the other side. A card would fall. I just missed pulling out this card. So yeah, that's how I generally know. All right, so your chosen pile by Spirit, my dear soul family, in today's reading is pile number 3. Okay, so these were the different ways in which you can pick your pile in today's reading. I truly hope you've enjoyed them and that they brought you the clarity that you need to find your pile. Once you're ready, you know the drill. You'll find the timestamps down in the description box. Click on your timestamps and I will see you in your readings. Hi, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. Today, we're taking a look at what will unfold with the situation that you have in mind. And these are the decks that I'll be using today in your reading. If you're interested in knowing the names of any of them, you'll find that I always list them below for you guys. And very quickly, let me introduce your pile to you. Your crystal is the beautiful Rainbow Aura Quartz. Your significator card is Flexibility. And if you've picked your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case, the signs for this pile are Cancer, Capricorn, Aries, as well as Gemini. Welcome to reading. If these are not your signs, please don't worry about it. It's just another way for others to pick their piles as well. Okay, let's get straight into it. We'll, of course, be taking a look at your oracle cards first, and then we'll be expanding your reading using your tarot cards. This way, we have a full picture of what is about to unfold with the situation that you have in mind, or what will unfold. Okay, so you've got the sign Aries, initiator. So maybe something is about to be instigated, perhaps, or you're going to instigate something. So the keywords or key sentences here are energies to meet the challenge of your desires regarding something, resulting from the honesty and strength of. Absolutely. Okay, so we see that. Can I place this card? Yes, absolutely. So you've got the card. Yes, you guys told me how to pronounce that before. Prescience. Yeah, prescience. Yeah, because I read it before pre-science and you guys told me what it's all about, prescience. So, yeah, so we've got the card prescience with stimulation, statistics, lottery, end times, fortune teller, and so on. Out-of-body experience, ESP, all of that. Okay, let's keep that here. You've got, oh, no. We'll keep that here, actually. And you've got the card. This card has been popping up a lot. Have you guys noticed? So you've got moving forward. Beautiful card. And it says the first step taken within our stillness. First step taken. This is so Aries energy. Okay. And you've got Jupiter. Amazing. This is the planet of abundance and great luck. And I did see good luck. Where did I see that? Oh, fortune teller. Right. Okay, anyways, so you've got Jupiter with the keyword abundance. The other keywords are growth, expansion, of course, Sagittarius / Pisces. Thursday, of course, Jupiter is associated with Thursday. Higher education, philosophy, good luck, optimism, faith, generosity, as well as prosperity. I love this energy for you, for sure. Okay, wonderful. Let's now take a look at your tarot cards. And you've got, wow, the High Priestess in the Magician. Oh my God. This really feels like the forces of nature moving to your favor, the forces of abundance moving to your favor. It's amazing. It's like so much is about to change that you don't see. It's like seeing a new reality, wondering how it's happening. Yeah, I see one of those moments for sure here in this pile. It looks like it's starting for you. Wonderful. I mean, this powerful energy is already showing up, and we haven't even found out yet what you have in mind. So this is crazy. You've got the Magician. You've got the Queen of Swords. You've got the Eight of Pentacles in the background of the Eight of Cups, leaving. I see you leaving something and something else starting. I'm seeing the Queen of Swords with the Justice card, as I'm reading as destined. Something is destined to begin for you. Fated, destined. You've got Page of Pentacles. The Hanged Man is upright. So this suggests, although the reading is in no way telling me much information about what you have in mind, but it is completely answering the question. And so maybe I'm not meant to know exactly what situation you're in, but it's totally answering the what will happen with great detail. So we're going to explore that. But I see a reversal, as you can see, with the Hanged Man. I do see that you were stuck for a while. And now things are flexible. They're just moving. They're not so stubborn anymore. I see things reversing. So anyways, you've got the Six of Wands in the background of the Six of Swords. you've got the Three of Pentacles in the background of the Three of Cups. Let's pull one more card for now, and then if we want to expand, I feel like it's enough. I have a lot of information looking at your cards. And you've got the Knight of Swords with the figure of the Death card. Again, there's an end to a situation that you're in. There is a massive transformation. It is happening quickly. Remember when I, by mistake, said at the very beginning of your pile, what is about to unfold in this situation? And then I thought to myself, maybe it's not about to unfold. So why am I suggesting that? And that's probably why I maybe just channeled it. So it says resulting from the honesty and strength of. I get the idea that you've been reflecting a lot lately. There's been a lot of self-reflection about your position in this situation that you're in, that you're inquiring about. A lot of self-reflection. And it looks like that very self-reflection, at least energetically in terms of destiny and energy, is the very thing that is shifting everything that is going to happen right now. Maybe what you were going through was there to help you in your growth, help you in realizing something, and I see you holding that key. I see you reaching that conclusion, reaching that realization through your self-reflection. I see with the cross that you have sacrificed something recently. So you've reached a conclusion. You have put in a lot of self-reflection and decided to sacrifice something. Oh, yes, sacrifice. The sheep, sacrifice. What did you sacrifice? Because, you know, some rituals require sacrifice, and it doesn't have to be sacrificing like the esoteric rituals of sacrificing a soul. But sometimes you got to sacrifice something in order, like even in our everyday world, that we do this ritual without realizing. Sometimes we sacrifice our free time to grow, right? Or sacrifice what we want momentarily for something far bigger. And so at the end of the day, I do see that you've made a sacrifice. Let's ask, what sacrifice have you made recently? Okay, doesn't matter now. Yeah. So, what did you sacrifice recently? Page of Swords. I see you swinging it. Just an idea that I got, swinging it. Okay. But anyways, you've got the Ten of Cups. Wow, in the background of the Ten of Pentacles. It's like a home run. You hit it and you hit home run. You get it all, you win it all. But what does that have to do with sacrifice? That's the sacrifice. I mean, the Hanged Man is a card of sacrifice. So the Hanged Man is probably going to explain this. So whatever situation you are in, you've recently realized that you don't have to stay stuck. Instead of sacrificing the fact that you couldn't get somewhere or get something or resolve a situation, you decided to take a shot at something. And it's a hit or miss, because if you hit, which, hint, hint, Ten of Cups, Ten of Pentacles, it is going to be a hit, just so you know. If you hit, you get the home run. If you miss, there's consequences. Maybe it makes you more stuck. What's the consequences? What's the consequence? You wait for so long, if ever, and I heard in my mind, if ever. You wait for so long, you face much more challenges with the Seven of Wands than you ever have. You wait longer, all of that. So that's the shot here. You're like, I'm going to make a sacrifice. And somehow taking a shot, a swing at something is the sacrifice here. Why? Because it leads to more complications and more wasting time and more challenges if you actually miss. So it looks like you will be soon changing the destiny of the situation that you're in by being far more flexible than you ever have. Perhaps this is talking about how you were so rigid, protecting yourself from the things you were afraid of, and now you're moving in favor of being optimistic, realizing that you can take a shot at something, and if you miss, you miss, you know? There's the flexibility. If you miss, fine. You made peace with the fact that you may have to wait longer, that there may be complications, in favor of taking that one shot that will make it happen. Yes, it will happen. I do foresee that. But the reason you're taking this shot is because you've got foresight with prescience, yeah. I'll check the pronunciation. Let me go check the pronunciation. Yep, that's the process of learning. Prescience, right. So you've had, you have foresight. And it looks like, for me, it looks like it's a psychic foresight because we've got Nostradamus, which predicts the future, guesstimation, you know. Yeah, fortune teller is something, I feel like you've got strong third eye energy. Strong third eye chakra. And you're like, I'm going to take that shot. That's what's going on with the situation that you have in mind. You're like, I am going to take that shot. Perhaps it's the first time for you to take that shot because that's the full figure in the Page of Swords. First time. But they do say beginners are lucky, right? Beginner's luck. Just saying. So I do see you swinging it. I do see you moving forward and going, yeah, your hands are raised. Your hands are raised and you're ready to take a shot. And it will work out much better than you even see for yourself. With the 10 of Cups in the background of the 10 of Pentacles. It's going to be much bigger and better than you anticipate. In fact, you can see here with the 6 of Wands that it's going to lead to great success. Is it going to be instantaneous? No, because it's in the background of the 6 of Swords. But it's moving towards great success. It's going to happen through momentum, but success nonetheless. So you can see the Hanged Man here. Here it's upright, and this is what I've noticed from the very beginning. You're stuck. You're up to something. Very soon you're going to be up to something, and you're going to make it with the Page of Pentacles. You're going to be holding the rewards. And finally, that allows you to leave a situation. I wouldn't say that you're leaving necessarily a situation that was terrible. Why? Because as you're walking, I do see so many opportunities or many benefits. You're walking out of an opportunity that has benefits. But what's the point of having benefits when you're unhappy? What's the point of getting something great if there is trouble, there is chaos, there is unfairness, there is unhappiness at the end of the day? So yes, I do not see you walking out of a situation that is absolutely like 100% terrible. It could be terrible in some aspects and not the other. Because here's the thing. Do you notice how this figure is walking in the desert where there is nothing? Whereas the person coming out of a situation is coming out with many opportunities that they're leaving behind. They're walking and leaving behind. So the shot here, it seems like you're walking out of something that's already giving you a lot in some ways or many ways in favor of taking a path that may require some time, patience, and struggles. But is it going to be this? No, I do see you hitting a home run, and I do foresee for you that you're not going to be waiting a lot until some form of benefit happen. It's like that home run, as I keep telling you. It's that hit of great luck. You take that initiative, and your desires regarding something begins. Yeah. And it is all starting because you started something within yourself first, and that was being honest with yourself, resulting from honesty and strength. Having the strength to leave something behind that is full, that has many benefits. Wow. Powerful pile for sure. Self-fulfilled pile. Very good. So, what do I see? I do see you celebrating with some people. 3 of Cups. We've got the 10 of Cups here. Also, the 10 of Pentacles is a card of, there's an aspect of it of family. I see you, maybe you are saving yourself and others with you. Others maybe in the situation or in your life, perhaps. But I do see that. Maybe these are your friends or your family. I don't know. But I do see that the fact that you're walking away is not just affecting you positively, but it's also affecting some intimate connections that you have in your life super positively. Everyone is going to be very happy here, proud seeing you as a hero that has taken an initiative and changed their whole lives. Yeah. I see you embracing courage, embracing the unknown, embracing challenges and time that where you don't have much of what you used to have, in favor of winning with the 6 of Wands. So the good news here is that not only are you not going to be struggling, but I do see the Knight of Swords is one of the fastest knights in the deck, and it suggests that this transformation is going to happen very quickly for you. I do see you celebrating great happiness. I do see you sharing your blessings, whatever this blessing is, with close ones. Yes, this is exactly what I see. Now, the question is, I had a question and I don't want to lose it. Yeah, of course, what steps are you going to be taking? That. But, oh, how is it going to happen quickly? How and what is going to happen quickly is what I want to explore first. So, what is happening quickly and how? What is happening quickly and why? And then we want to explore the shot that you're going to be taking, which I don't want to forget. Let's put it next to the shot card. This way I never forget the cards pulled out for the question. How about... yeah, these are the shots. But until we get there, let's ask the what and how. What is transforming and how? Whoa, talk about transformation. You've got the Magician there. So you've taken the place of magic within you, and magic without starts to happen in the direction of your dreams, and that's the Knight of Wands. That's the magic. As within, so without, right? So Knight of Wands, you've got, whoa, look at the transformation. Empress. I see massive transformation in either abundance or love, beauty or looks, a creative aspect, or motherhood or parenthood. Yeah, these are the things that I see. Massive transformation. So that's the what. The how, first of all, we see it moving magically and quickly. The 2 fastest knights in the deck are there, so it's happening quickly. It's like magical, which implies that you're going to be surprised, just like when we watch a magic show, at how things just appear in your life and change forms and shift these days. Okay, when we ask about the how, and we get the Justice card, especially that we have strength there, Oh, it was at the tip of my tongue. The force, yes, the force of nature. Did I say this in your pile? Like, wait. I feel like I said the force of nature. I didn't say it yesterday. I'm pretty sure I said it in your pile. Did that happen? Please let me know. Did I say in the beginning the force of nature in your pile? Because that would blow my mind. There's like a strong force working in your favor. Yes, there's a strong force working in your favor. What is this strong force that is working in your favor? The Hermit. This reminds me of war, the goddess of war. This reminds me of a strong force that is feminine and that is of love and war. Of course, like for example, Inanna, the goddess Inanna in Mesopotamia, or Sekhmet in ancient Egypt. And you know what? I think it is the goddess Sekhmet. We're veering, of course, a little bit, but just want you to just see. You've got the balance here of justice, and the goddess Sekhmet is, or means, the name means, the one who loves Ma'at. So it's one of the meanings. There's another meaning, she who is powerful, but the goddess who loves Ma'at. So I do see a presence of the goddess Sekhmet, especially that we have a lion here, the cat, just an intuitive feeling. Yeah, the scales again. Yeah. So why am I saying all this? I really don't know. I'm just following my intuition and what I feel looking at your pile. So you have like a strong, powerful deity or energy, a strong force to be reckoned with, working with you, helping you in this situation. You are super intuitive after all, you know? But I do see it here in your pile for sure. It might sound crazy, but believe me, this is what I am seeing. Like, just honestly, what I am seeing. So, yes, love and war. Going back to the how. The how is that you've got a deity helping. And somehow, through your inner reflection, you were able to connect with this divine energy. How? That's awesome. So, how were you, whether you realize it or not, how did you connect with this divine force? Oy, oy. Okay, so we've got Temperance and the Ace of Wands. You were transparent. I think when you are so honest with yourself, you lose the masks, the ego, and you're able to easily connect with the flowing energy, with the source of creation, with the all, through your meditation, through your honest reflection. I think you were super honest, seeing the nakedness in this card. You were super honest. Like you didn't mind at all being super honest with everything that may have, for example, scared you or threatens you or threatens your ego or anything like that. That's what I see when we ask how did you connect. You were just super transparent, so authentic, that you were able to connect with that divine force. Wow, that's powerful. Okay, so the how you have, that's why you're about to see a lot of magic, a lot of massive transformation in your life, a lot of abundance that's about to initiate and start, is because you yourself, you're vibrating in that energy. You're vibrating in the balance between love and war, power, fighting back or fighting for your rights or something, but also with unconditional love. Yeah, so that's the how, really. It's showing you that you're going to be mesmerized with the sort of magic that's about to appear in your life, and how crazy and good things are about to transform and appear, and abundance, and how it's going to show up. It's going to be amazing. It's a unique experience, and one that you get when you find the universe within. You really get to see and experience the magic, and as within, so without. So yeah, that is what I am seeing. What's the swing that you will be taking though? The shot that you will be taking these days, because I do see you taking a shot, sacrificing something. That's the sacrifice? Oh, is it that when we make a sacrifice, we connect with a deity? Could possibly be. When we, like, even in the little things, I'm going to sacrifice not watching my favorite show in favor of finishing my studies so that I can ace it tomorrow. And then I can come back and watch the show. Perhaps that, without knowing, this is a ritual that allows us to connect with a deity. And I think most likely that's what it was. But the cards show an aspect of the sacrifice that you've made was actually being honest with yourself. All right. So maybe that's the shot you're taking. Maybe you're going to be vulnerable. Right before, even before we open the cards, maybe the shot you're taking is being vulnerable, being honest, super honest about something. Ooh, let's see. I don't know. So, Page of Swords. Yeah, the sort of nakedness, perhaps. I don't know. The Star card. Yeah, doesn't this show something about vulnerability? Pain leading to gain? I think I might be onto something here with the nakedness. But Star, Three of Cups in the background of the Three of Swords. Boy, gosh, the cards and YouTube. Doesn't work like that here. How can I fix this? Maybe I can do this. Right. So I want to make sure you can see that there are figures that have their hands up in the sky, hailing for the devil or something, listening to the devil. Yeah. Okay. Okay, that's really the best I can do. Okay, so the Judgment card. Not being afraid of being judged. It's like, go ahead. See the terrible thing with the Devil card. See the shadow that I have or something. Yeah, go ahead. See the shadow. It's okay if you see the shadow. Vulnerability, you see? Like being vulnerable, showing your pain, showing your shadow. Go ahead. Yes, I'm being vulnerable in this situation. And I do see that you're getting benefits. How interesting. There is the Hanged Man again. The Hanged Man sacrificing something is the portal to ending the world or the situation now and getting into a new, much more elevated one. Do you see? So we still have 3 more cards when it comes to the swing you're taking. But really, since I have no clue what situation you're in, the cards didn't give us much in the beginning, I'm just going to deliver what I'm seeing. And yes, I'm seeing that your shot has to do with vulnerability and being authentically yourself, just putting it out there, saying everything. And it will lead to massive results with the Star card. It's going to lead to you being seen in very high regard, being looked up at. Maybe even in a time of darkness, you shine. Like, you know how when we say we know a person, not by who they are in the good times, which is very important because a person could be spoiled and bad and selfish during the good times, but you really get to know who a person is during a time when they're going through the darkness, when they're going through tough situations. And so this is why you're going to be seen in high regard, because in the dark, as it's seen, it's observed that you are going through something difficult, dark. It might not be that dark to you, but they can see and recognize that you're going through something difficult. And despite that, you chose to take a risk, sacrifice everything, which speaks a lot about your character, because not only yes, it shows a lot of self-reflection, because You're in touch with yourself. You're able to say, you know what, I am okay if this is not there. You know, it shows a lot of depth to you, a lot of self-reflection, a lot of self-love, a lot of inner self-love, and yeah, self-connection. You know what you want, and so it's really gonna show who you are. It's gonna make you stand out like the star in this situation. To be vulnerable in a situation like that, it speaks volumes about you. You're not afraid to moving on your own. We did see the hermit. You're not afraid to venture alone. Yeah, even if it's gonna hurt, you're not afraid to venture alone. All of that, yeah, especially the sacrifice, is connecting you with the goddess Sekhmet. And you'll have a lot of people empathizing with your pain, sharing with you, because they care. I see a lot of people hailing you for not being afraid to be so authentic. That's what's connected you with the goddess Sekhmet, and that's the results you're getting. People admiring you, truly admiring you for being open, not being ashamed, showing yourself authentically as you are, your vulnerabilities, your fears, your pains, risking it all, you know. They will love that about you, the people involved in this situation. Maybe these are the people that will be cheering by you and will be on your boat, helping you even in this situation. And as you can see, this swing, this shot that you're going to be taking will really be the portal to a whole new world. And what is this new world? Although I assign these cards to the actions you'll be taking, I feel like it's clear. And so I'm going to reassign them, which they're not open. I'm going to give them the intention of what is the world, the abundant world that you are getting into. Look, you've got a lot of Aries in this pile. Something, you're going to start something powerful, it seems. So what is this new world that you are getting into that's transforming very quickly? So yeah, you keep getting that card. It's crazy. That's like the same card, but the other way around. Six of Swords in the background of the Six of Wands. The winning here, the new chapter talks about how you are moving out of something difficult, and now it's all bright, moving into something great through momentum, because you've succeeded with the Six of Wands. That's a success right there, because you've succeeded. So in your new world, you're deemed as successful, or sorry, you're seen as successful, recognized as super successful, and you and others, keep having others in your reading, are, yeah, the others that are cheering for you, watching you little by little, transforming your life into, or watching your life transform into abundance. Everyone is mesmerized just like you, but they're very happy for you. You've got wonderful people around you that are going to be very happy for you, cheering you on. You go, you do your dreams, you go achieve this. So you've got, yeah, in your new world, people cheering for you. Everything is bright. You've got maybe a child with you, or children, or a family, or team members, or friends, or something. Yeah, you've got people who benefit with you in this situation. And you're both or all so mesmerized by this new beginning. Do you see the faces? It's like, wow, look at this new beginning. Everyone else can recognize it. Everyone is cheering you on, happy for you. I see you gaining access to something that you were previously blocked from completely. In fact, before, when you try to connect with that energy or get it, it used to induce a lot of stress and anxiety. Why am I saying all of this? Because this is the Nine of Swords. This is the figure from the Nine of Cups. And the scene is from the Nine of Wands. So I feel like before, you felt that this place that you're going, this wish, I would say wish because that's the wishing cup. This is the wishing card figure from the card of wish fulfillment. It's like no one's getting access to that. No way. It's like you felt this was guarded. There was no way for you to enter before into this new world. And look at it being so open for you now to venture into it. So, although not right away, but I do see that things will be opening up for you. You can already recognize that it's opening up for you. So the first wish is that guardedness is going to be removed. And that's the first thing you will enjoy emotionally from this whole situation. That the guarded aspect of this thing is no longer against you, but it's treating you well, treating you in a way you are wishing for. Yes. And look at you being free, getting everything that you want and walking out. So this is the Seven of Pentacles, again suggesting it's not right away, it's through time. But hey, it's the background of the Seven of Swords, which is a card of shortcut, which makes us understand that although it is going to take its time, its momentum, in the grand scheme of things, this is a shortcut. Like, for example, let's say you're going to have, for example, $1 million, just not now, but over the course of 6 months. And so that means that it's not right now, but hey, having $1 million in 6 months, sign me up. Totally. So this is what I'm kind of seeing here. I am seeing that you are choosing courage, transparency, staying true to yourself over maybe waiting for the wrong thing, enduring the wrong thing for many benefits, and enduring what's tough for what is right and true for you. All of what you're doing here is really activating the energy of Sekhmet. And, you know, a lot of people could sacrifice, they could do what you are doing, but maybe the sacrifice isn't in balance, isn't complete. Sometimes we sacrifice, but we forget ourselves. Sometimes we sacrifice, but we're not vibrating in unconditional love. Sometimes we sacrifice, but we regret it. Sometimes we sacrifice, but without the other balance and the adamancy of knowing that you're going to take care of yourself. We can go on and on, but I feel like there's something about your energy that is absolutely right. There's proper self-reflection. There is using your gut, your instinct. There is the balance of not just doing one thing and, like, for example, being nice but not standing up for yourself, that's not balance. Or standing up for yourself but being ruthless and unkind to others is not the balanced energy. So all I'm trying to say is that you've got things in check. You've got things in great balance. You're not afraid of being yourself. There's a lot of self-reflection here. All in all, you've really done a proper sacrifice, a proper ritual, spiritual ritual that you may not be aware of, that instigated with Aries the power of Sekhmet, which is a divine ancient power, to be standing by you. I mean, believe in Sekhmet or not, it's not my point at all. My point is that there are different divine energies, and they're all at play. They're all part of the karmic forces or the universal forces. Call it Sekhmet, call it what you want, it's there. And so that's the activation that I see going on in your reading. And this is what I see, what will unfold in the situation that you are in. A wish is slowly but surely coming true for you. It's going to move slowly, but then in a short span of time, I see you collecting most, if not all, of the things that you want. So much that you can carry even. I don't see you minding things falling off. As always, you come across in this pile as this way. It's like walking away from what doesn't serve you, or walking away from, like, when your enough is enough. It's like getting more than what you want, and if you can handle it, you're going to keep it. If not, you're going to just let it go. Yeah, I see you slowly but surely moving in the direction of a dream that you have in this particular situation that you have in mind. That's what is transpiring for you, my dear pile number one. So stay flexible as you are. Of course, it's in fact your flexibility that is changing all of this. And this is exactly what I see in your reading. I truly hope you've enjoyed it, my dear pile number one. If you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And my dear pile number one, I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number two. Welcome to your reading. Today, we're taking a look at what will unfold things with the situation that you have in mind. And these are the decks that I'll be using to explore your reading today. If you're interested in knowing the names of any of them, you'll find that I always list them below for you guys in the description box. But very quickly, let me introduce your pile to you. Your crystal is the beautiful Tiger's Eye. Your significator card is the Discernment card. And if you've picked your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case, the signs for this pile, there's a smaller card. Yeah, there we go. Are Aquarius, Leo, Libra, as well as Virgo. Welcome to your reading. Oh, we've got two cards. Okay. Welcome to your reading. If these are not your signs, please don't worry about it. It's just another way for others to pick their piles as well. Okay, so let's get straight into it. We'll take a look at your oracle cards first, and then we'll be expanding your reading using your tarot cards. This way we have a full picture of the situation, or in fact, what will unfold with the situation that you have in mind. Like, for example, pile number one, I didn't get a glimpse of what the situation is, but it went straight to how it's going to unfold, and we got a lot of details. It was super detailed into how it's going to unfold. Maybe in your reading, we're going to look more at the situation. Maybe it's going to do the same thing. I don't know. Let's find out. So you've got the cards. You've got the first house, the house of self, right? The keywords here are physical appearance, early childhood, goals, desires, individuality, temperament, personality, natural tendencies, identity, as well as self-image. Okay. You've got the card nightclub. Okay. All right. You've got spirit self. So this reading keeps talking about you. So maybe you're concerned about something that has to do with you, how you see yourself, maybe. I'm not sure yet, but yeah, something about the self. It says, be who you are as you are. Maybe you're concerned about how you look in a situation. I'm not sure yet. You've got the fourth house as well. So some of the key sentences here are what makes you feel secure. You've got support, and you've got your home base or family. And you've got the south node with remember, reconsider, as well as now is not the time to. Okay, so we've got the south node. Let's now take a look at your tarot cards. Oh, I see a split. I love when a split happens. So you've got the Queen of Wands. You've got the Chariot. The Five of Pentacles. This figure is scrambling, looking for something. It's like, they're not here. I don't have them anymore. Where are they? I need them to cook. You've got the Four of Swords. Three of Wands. And the World card. Right. So what will unfold with the situation that you have in mind? I feel like, you know, looking at Nightclub, it's both fun, but chaotic. Sometimes it's not safe, right? Got a lot of people that you don't know. Everyone is intoxicated. And so it's either going to be a lot of fun or unsafe, or yeah. So there are these two aspects here. That's why I've got the card Discernment. I feel like whatever it is that you have in mind, the way you're looking at this situation may not be entirely right or entirely wrong, because it has a dual aspect to it. Part of it is so much fun, or so cool, so interesting, so nice, you know, de-stressing, fun. And the other part of it may not be safe, yeah? That dual aspect. And I do sense that maybe you need safety with the fourth house, right? You want to feel safe in a situation. But with the South Node represents the things that are standing in your way, that are not allowing you to grow, to move your North Node, to move to your transcendence. It's things like comfort zone, habits, or things that we do that stand in our way of realizing what we want, or even growing as people. So far, that's the energy I'm picking up. That dual aspect. Is it about how you see yourself in a specific situation? Or maybe it is about how you reflect upon a situation. In any case, you see, that dragon is biting their own tail. And if they don't release, they're not going anywhere. They're not going to be able to move, because that very thing that they're holding in their mouth is themselves. So how are they going to move? And so similarly, I feel like you are standing in your own way of this situation without realizing. And it's not one thing or the other. You know how there are arguments in society, like the ideas that society have? If it's not one thing, then it must be the other extreme. An example of that would be what others would tell you when you're trying to cut off toxic people. It's like, are you going to be alone and not speak to anyone? Are you going to cut off everyone and be isolated and refuse people for who they are and all these extreme ideas? It doesn't have to be this or that. You can cut off toxic people that are wreaking havoc in your life, but not be closed off and open to meeting and allowing in respectful, civil people who respect you for who you are. It's not, goes both ways, and are respectful to your personal space that you've allowed them in, and so on. So it doesn't have to be one extreme or the other. Another example of extremities is perhaps you have like high standards in meeting the right person. And then you'd have people telling you, that person doesn't have to be perfect, if you have these super high standards, you're going to spend the rest of your life being alone. So in that case, it doesn't have to be one extreme or the other, like being with someone and letting go of your dreams and letting go of your standards, letting go of your comfort, letting go of your happiness, letting all of these valuable things go, just so that you're not alone or anything like that. And it doesn't have to be that other extreme where you refuse everyone. It's not this or that. It's simply maintaining your standards, being happy alone until you find that person that you're dreaming of, right? So I don't want to waste your reading time with examples, but I'm trying to just translate the energies that I'm seeing with the nightclub and discernment, and reflecting upon a situation. So maybe in your particular way of looking at this situation, because it keeps pointing at you. It's not pointing at the outside at all in your reading. It's mostly pointing at you hindering yourself without realizing it, because there could be extreme thoughts about it. Well, I have to do this extreme because otherwise this extreme is going to happen. And perhaps if you reflect upon it a little bit more, you'll find that it doesn't have to be one extreme or the other, that maybe you are hindering yourself. And it could be with the World card more wide open or much bigger, wider, than you are limiting yourself in your thoughts or making it to be. So this situation definitely requires safety. You need safety in a particular situation. So what do I see you doing? Because this is how it's unfolding. I see you taking matters into your own hand, and you're the one driving. You're the driving force with the chariot, specifically this chariot. You're the driving force here. So I am seeing that you are empowering your inner child in this situation. I feel like your inner child feels a specific way about it. So I do see you empowering yourself / your inner child, right? Giving that power to your inner child. Maybe you were the one in control, trying to control it before, right? Your bigger self, if we put it in this way, just to simplify things, your bigger self, your older self, is holding back. But maybe with the Queen of Wands, this situation requires fun, a lot of fun. And maybe with a bit of awareness, speaking to your inner child, speaking about the situation with discernment, you can give the reins to your inner child, to allow your inner child to have fun. You know, going downhill was always fun, right? There's momentum, it's really fun. So, but it's also dangerous because it can go very quickly and then you can bump and fall, right? So looking back at the nightclub and guessing your situation, you're not in the extreme of, yeah, let's, if we take the nightclub as an example, just to translate the energy of the reading, you're not on the side of, yeah, let's go clubbing, let's have fun, let's let it all go. You're not on that side. You are actually on the side of being super responsible or super tied up about the situation, going, no, I'm not just gonna like let it all go. This is dangerous. You need safety. Fourth house. Yeah, you like to hold on. You're on this end. Your thoughts are probably along the lines of, let's be responsible, let's be wise. That's not a having fun is dangerous. Um, you know, if I'm gonna let go completely of having fun just to stay safe and responsible. But as you do that, you are the one who's standing in your way, holding yourself back. And while your point of view about the nightclub, so to speak, is correct, of course. I mean, you gotta stay safe, but not participating in the fun that you want is not the solution either. That's why you have your significator card is discernment, and it requires further inspection, further reflection, because it is holding back your desires. First house, Aries, it is, you're holding back your desires. And so the way you are going to be resolving this, reading your energies today, as you click on this pile, it seems to me that you are going to give the reins to your inner child, giving it permission to go have fun while enlightening it and how to do that. So if we go back to the nightclub example, it's going to be, right, we're going to go to the nightclub, we're going to have fun, but I am going to not go overboard with drinking. I am gonna be sensible, make sure I don't speak to anyone who doesn't have the right vibe. Like, you're gonna have a vibe check. Also, you're gonna speak to the not the waiter, I forgot the name, the person who prepares the drinks. How can I forget? The barista. Oh my god. And you are going to make a deal with them that if you're going to be sitting there, if anyone would ever put anything in your drink or anything like that, they're going to tell you. I don't know what sort of measures would make sense completely, because every nightclub is different. But I'm just trying to give examples. I'm going to do this, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to maybe go with some friends that I know are gonna be there for me. I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, and then you let yourself go. Go have fun. Go enjoy your life, because it seems like you're really holding back from something. May I ask? Am I allowed to ask? I mean, is it important for me to know what are you holding yourself back from? Justice. I feel with justice, the balance, like if I don't know, it'll be fine. If I know, it's gonna be fine. So I guess if I need to know, I'm gonna pull out cards, but it's not necessary for me to know. So up until now, we can go without it. And it's more magical, if you ask me, that you get your message straight from spirit, straight from your cards. So no need for guessing. All right, so yeah. It has to do with desires, being able to do something that you love. So you're going to be standing next, as I see, in the energy of having fun. You're going to let it go, like go have fun. You're going to be doing it safely with discernment. It's like, okay, maybe not cross these boundaries because I don't know how to deal with it, but in this area, I know how to play, and I'm going to go and play. I also seeing you do something very interesting. Instead of letting something go completely, I see you going, right, in order to start cooking, I need these ingredients so that what I cook tastes nice. Or that I'm not cooking and then suddenly I realize I don't have this ingredient and then it all goes to waste. And so I see you preparing in preparation mode, learning and realizing what you're missing with the Five of Pentacles, and going, what do I need to stay safe? Four of Swords. What do I need in order to play, to have fun in this situation that I'm tired of not having fun in and standing in my own way, but at the same time, feeling safe? Right. These are the ingredients that I need. This is what I'm lacking. This is what I'm needing in order to stay safe. And I see you like preparing in the next few days, few weeks, next part of your life in preparation mode, going, I'm very soon going to be starting doing this. These are the things that I need to prepare in order to go there with confidence, in order to go there safely, in order to go there comfortable. So you're like, I'm going to look for this. Maybe I'm going to buy this. Maybe I'm going to prepare this. Maybe this is going to be my routine. I don't know what sort of exact preparations you need because I don't know yet, unless the cards show us what it is that you have in mind. But I do see you preparing. And I do see you actually going through this situation with a lot of wisdom. You're going to have it all. It's coming to a completion. You're finally going to go out there, have fun, and along the way, discover yourself, discover who you are. You're going to go through it, finding yourself, transcending something, and learning to be free, learning to be who you are because you've been holding yourself back. Be who you are as you are. So you're learning to respect yourself in the situation, to respect your opinions, but also to respect your desires, which seem to have been in opposition for a while. And you're resolving this by seeing what sort of things you need to be safe and comfortable in this situation. And it's a progress, work in progress with the Three of Wands. I see you taking notes. I see you going, right, so the first night it went so well, but I think my heels were really hurting my feet. I think tomorrow I will be more confident and more comfortable without the heels. Drop the heels. Right, so note taken, tomorrow I wear something comfortable shoes. Right, another thing that I've noticed today is that I put myself in a vulnerable position when I pushed too hard. That could have been dangerous. I mean, I'm lucky this didn't go wrong. And so tomorrow, I'm not going to push as hard. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. So I see you up next, taking note, trying it out, and starting, launching, and then applying the learning, coming to get feedback, and going back in to play. Yes. And it's going to be complete. That thing that you have in mind with the World card, it's going to happen for you. It's finally going to come into completion. Because whereas before you thought you've completed this, as you hold yourself back, you're like, well, that's what it is. That's what I can do. These are my capabilities. I got to stay safe. Done. It's finished. That's my last decision on the situation. No fun. And I've resolved this. But now you're actually going to resolve it with the World card. It's not fake resolve where you take yourself out of something completely. It's akin to saying, you know, food has given me poison several times. My conclusion, no more food, you know, as opposed to going, fine, you know, I gotta have food. Can't stay hungry forever. So instead, I'm going to start taking notes. I'm going to eat something, and if it feels sensitive, then it's off my list tomorrow. And you go through with it. You know, eggs, they're great, right? So I can have eggs. Tomorrow you eat apples. Oh, no, apples don't work. Next day you're like, celery. Oh, celery was great. Then chocolate. Oh, chocolate wasn't good, and so on and so forth until you're like, hey, I'm able to eat food again. I'm not standing in my own way. Not all food is bad. I've learned through a process what foods I can consume and what foods I can't, at least for now. Maybe this allows for your body to heal, and then you can grow even more. So, which gives me an idea. Maybe that's your situation as well. The very things that you get as feedback today, oh no, that wasn't okay. Perhaps by time you outgrow that and you go, well, let me try again. You go back, you try, and like, yay, it worked because I've been stable for a while with the Four of Swords. I've been stable. I've been safe. Perhaps that allows you to heal, or it allows you to feel home. It allows you to feel safe. Any of that. And it allows you to go back to the very things that you've noted weren't working for you, only for it to work later, right? So I see that process. I see you going through that process, because the cards are definitely not suggesting that something is happening on the outside. It's suggesting that it's happening through you, through looking at yourself, through reflecting, and dealing with the situation with a lot of discernment. And most importantly, not to lose yourself in the process. In order to stay true to yourself, you are guided to, and which I see you doing anyways, you are taking note, and you're like, that's what I'm going to do tomorrow, and that's how I'm going to do it better. And I do foresee that this situation finally ends in the best way. And let me pull out cards to ask. This one wanted to come out, so let's take it. And this one also. Right. I was going to ask, how is this situation finally ending? What's the end here? Nice. You've got the King of Cups. I mean, that King of Cups is having a lot of fun. They have everything they love around them. They're comfortable. They are sitting in their favorite chair. Tigger here is drinking their favorite drink. They're drawing, they're coloring. They're probably watching TV as well. They're at home. They're chilling. So, yeah, I see all of that. I feel like you're going to be in a position where you're safe, because safety seems to be a big thing here. You're safe, you're comfortable, you're enjoying it all, and not just one thing. You're enjoying the television, the hot chocolate, perhaps. And look, Tigger here also consumed a lot. That's not just the first one. You know, it emphasizes that it's continuous. It's not just one nice drink. You're continuing to have fun. You're continuing to do all of the things that you wanted to do here and here. Like, it's everywhere. Fun is all around you. But you're absolutely safe. King of Cups, you're really enjoying your world. It's working for you. Yeah, that's what I see here. It's working for you. You're absolutely indulging, but with balance. See, kings and queens are balance energy, and that's what's required here. In balance, you find your utmost joy. I see with the Emperor, you've developed a lot of strength in this final situation. You're strong, but I see in your strength a lot of gentleness as well. See, you can see Piglet, and you can see like the little ones having fun. You can see the honeypot. You can see wisdom and plans. So I see a lot of different aspects in this particular Emperor card. I see a lot of power, of course, a lot of stability. Again, that's very important to you. The fours, four, Emperor, four. The stability is there, which is very important. You're grounded, you're stable, you know your plans, you know what to do because you already worked on that. You know what works for you, what doesn't work for you. You've learned that. But you're also very tender and caring towards your inner child. You're allowing your inner child to have that space and freedom to have fun and mess things up a little bit. But at the same time, within the confinement of safety, you're not allowing your little child to have fun but wreak chaos and put themselves in harm. It's within the confinement of that safe area where they can go out and have fun. No toys have any sharp edges, nothing that they can swallow or suffocate on or anything like that. you have a safe environment, but you're allowing your child to explore and have fun and do what they want to do. And so in that same sense, I do see that you're allowing your inner child to have fun, make mistakes, have the freedom to move and breathe and do what it wants, but at the same time with the wisdom of what works for you and what doesn't, what's safe and what's not. So yeah, that's the end results that I see. And it's a continuous work in progress, as I can see here. I see you always completing a level and then going back, going, what if I take that next level, try it out now that everything is safe and grounded? So yeah, I see that. I also see with the Eight of Swords, I see that this time the confinement is within wisdom. So you're not letting go either of the very things that are important to you. I see that you still have a protected space. If you were wondering, well, will I not be? I don't think you're wondering that, because we keep saying safe, safe, safe. And your reading continues to emphasize on that. Are you afraid of something? Perhaps because we keep getting you have a wise, and look, it's like chains. I think you want to have fun in a situation that is terribly dangerous. That's what I'm starting to feel. Yeah, but you got to stay true to yourself and do it anyways. Like this pile wants to do something adventurous, and it's not safe. That's what I'm starting to feel. And it's not about letting go of that. I had a conversation with my brother last week, and my brother was talking about how he's just explored biking. And I was like, he was very happy about it. Look at this, and look at my maneuvers, look at my videos. I'm able to go at great speed now. I was like, wow, that's amazing. You look so cool. But be careful, be careful. And then he'd be, yeah, don't worry, I'm careful. And then he'd tell me about all these adventures, and I think they're so much fun because I do see the fun that he feels. And then I'd worry sometimes because he's like, I want to increase the speed, I want to do this, and I would go, please be careful. Are you sure you want to do this? Yeah, don't worry. I'm very careful. So maybe it's it's obviously not like a motorbike. I feel like, or maybe, who knows, who am I to say what it is for you? But I'm just noticing the chains. It's crazy. The chains, the safety. Yeah, reminds me of that for sure. So maybe you want to do something adventurous. And I do see that you're going to go ahead, have a lot of fun, but you're going to be super safe. Safety is your number one concern, it seems. And but you also want to be yourself. Yeah, it's just like beautiful blue hair, It's like, I want to have blue hair. That's what I want. Maybe that's the situation. And being adventurous and experimenting with how you look, that could be another thing in this pile. So you're like, I'm going to color my hair blue, but in order to be super safe, I'm going to make sure that this doesn't stand in my way of my career, in the way of my career. It doesn't stand in the way of other areas in my life that are very important to me. And having blue hair doesn't require, or maybe I'm wrong, doesn't require this much chains, but maybe to you it does, right? So for one reason or the other, long story short, I do see that you are taking strong measures to make sure that you are safe. I keep getting the idea of confinement, having a lot of fun in a confined, safe space. Having a lot of fun in a confined space. So maybe this is controlling your environment. Like it requires, for example, good civil people to be around you, because if there aren't any civil people, then they might steal some things, or they might put you at a disadvantage where it's dangerous. They might be selfish and uncaring. So maybe that's like making sure you are safe with the people around you, or making sure the environment is safe, making sure that maybe this is like not letting anyone in about it, not telling anyone, because Eight of Swords sometimes is also associated with not seeing. So maybe you don't want others to know about it, maybe just a small amount of people that you trust. In any case, with the World card, the final situation is that you're having so much fun. There's a little bit of secrecy or confinement, just making sure your environment is safe, this or that. And last but not least, you've got the Three of Pentacles. I see it working for you. The very things that you've collected to make sure that you're safe are there. That's the measures that you're taking, and it's just working for you because you're taking care of what's important. And that's the balance with discernment here. Finally, you know what matters. You know, you're respecting your grown-up self, just to put it in an easy way, your mature self, and what it has learned from the world to be safe. But you're also now respecting your inner child that just wants to have fun. So I see it now working for you. Next things, the very thing that you want, completely working for you very easily, because you're taking good care, great care of the very items that you have worked so hard in curating, the list that you worked hard in curating to make sure that it is safe. I see that you're still taking care of that. You never let go of that. You've learned what's important, what to take care of in order to have fun. And that continues to be a theme. You're having fun, but you are safe. And I wonder why the cards kept repeating that message. Perhaps you wanted insurance that is going to be okay. Or maybe every card, and I'm not noticing, gave you more perspective through the art and through the channeled messages on every card that you understand are different, maybe. But yeah, my dear pile number 2, this is exactly what I see in your reading in terms of what will unfold with the situation that you have in mind. I truly hope you've enjoyed your reading. If you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And my dear pile number 2, I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye! Hi, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. Today, we're taking a look at what will unfold with the situation that you have in mind. And these are the decks that I'll be using in your reading today. If you're interested in knowing the names of any of them, you'll find that I always list them below for you guys down in the description box. But very quickly, let me introduce your pile to you. Your crystal is the beautiful Citrine in its raw form. Your significator card is the Compassion card. And if you've picked your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case, oh, thanks. The signs for this pile are Sagittarius, Pisces, Scorpio, as well as Taurus. Welcome to your reading, guys. If these are not your signs, please don't worry about it. It's just another way for others to pick their piles as well. Okay, we're going to start off your reading by taking a look at your oracle cards first, and then, as always, we'll expand using your tarot cards. This way we have a full picture of what will unfold with the situation that you have in mind. Okay, so you've got the sign of Leo. Very interesting. The keywords here are leadership and the creativeness of, and you also have do what you want and. Okay, and more. Okay, you've got the cards. Job interview. Very interesting. Okay. And look, it's right next to self-confidence in the reverse part. Right. So maybe you have an interview that you're worried about for some of you. Anyways, wow. So look how beautiful this card is. It's a beautiful community. And the card is sharing. There is giving in receiving, and receiving in giving. Oh my God, this is so beautiful. Absolutely. There is giving in receiving, and there is, of course, receiving and giving. So beautiful. All right, you've got the 4th house with the keyword home. And the keywords here are family, roots, foundations, emotions, femininity, mother, domestic comfort, feeling at home, ancestors, property, as well as family values. Okay. I'm confused. Does it have to do with your job, or does it have to do with your home? Maybe it's both. We'll see. I mean, it doesn't have to be a job interview. Maybe it's like a meeting, an important meeting. So you've got driver. You know, I just got a story in my mind, and I know it may not resonate with everyone, but I suddenly saw a movie play out. So I saw a movie of a beautiful family that's well off, and they have a driver who's also like family to them, and their daughter has a job interview, so that driver is very happy to take her there, gives her perhaps a couple of advice, because to that driver, this daughter is his daughter too. And she goes to the interview with a lot of confidence, and the people interviewing her have a lot of compassion towards her. They feel like she's a young lady who's full of ambition and is going to be doing great. They do see that she messes maybe things up here and there. She doesn't know maybe everything, but in general, she's very ambitious, and they're feeling like she's going to be doing great. Weird story, but you know, when a movie plays out, I just like to share it. Although I knew before sharing it that, you know, it's like maybe weird, but hey, I love sharing what I'm seeing. It must mean something to someone listening. So you've got the Knight of Pentacles. You've got the 9 of Wands. You've got the 8 of Pentacles. The 5 of Pentacles. The Queen of Cups. And I'm going to pull out one more card for now. The Hermit. So, what will unfold with the situation that you have in mind, my dear pile number 3? It seems like you are going through something that requires, or going into something, I think you're going into something that requires a lot of confidence. Leo, 9 of Wands. It looks like you're the one driving, meaning there isn't anyone to help you, at least in the beginning. Not that you don't have people to help you, because look at the sharing card, it's so beautiful. But it's because the situation requires you to be the driver, to be the one to have the confidence and do something. Maybe this is talking about you having the confidence to go out there and make your wish come true. I foresee, I don't know what your situation that you're thinking about is, but I do foresee that you are going to enter a new community. And perhaps you're going to get into a new community through an interview. It doesn't have to be an interview, but it requires you to stand up on your own 2 feet with the hermit, and like first enter a community that's already established. So that could be a community, a company, an organization, an establishment. And it requires you to have the confidence to be on your own entering this big community. The interesting thing that I do foresee for you is that once you get into this community, because you are going to be presenting yourself with a lot of confidence, yet a lot of compassion. And I feel like they're going to see these two aspects of you. The confidence and the compassion. 5 of Pentacles suggests that they lack this, they need this. That combination. Perhaps this community either sees people who are very confident and maybe they're selfish, and sometimes they meet compassionate people, but they are not confident. And so there's something about the two faces or the two aspects that you have that allows them to see you as an expert slash a master slash the refined person they are looking for. By the way, this could be job interview. This could be community, like a new group that you're entering, or it could be your in-laws. Maybe you are meeting your partner's family for the first time and it's going to feel like an interview. You know, you're getting to know each other, and then they see these two aspects in you. So really it depends on who is listening and what situation exactly you're going through. But that's what I'm seeing. These people that are getting to know you up next in the situation you're inquiring about. And if you're wondering, how am I going to meet these people? I'll check that in a moment. So how are you going to be meeting these people? Maybe you don't know that yet, right? But the people that you're going to be meeting are going to be very careful. They're really going to be scanning you as you talk to them. Why? We've established that because they don't want one extreme or the other, or none at all, right? Maybe they sometimes meet people without these two aspects altogether. But they will be first pleasantly surprised to meet someone like you, who's got these two aspects, who's confident, strong, but compassionate, is very much in touch with their heart, with the Queen of Cups. Very regal. You've got a classy energy to you that they will really love. And once this interview or meeting goes well, you will be welcomed like it's your home. They will love giving to you, and you will love receiving from them. And likewise, you will love giving to them, and they will love receiving from you. There's a lot of class or civility in this community that you're getting into. And that's perhaps why they're so picky about who gets in. They have protocol. They know how to treat each other with decency. They know that it is important to receive with grace. When they're receiving something, they know that there is giving in receiving, that there is the giving of kindness and being thankful and appreciating what you're trying to do for them. And also, they find a lot of pleasure in giving to you. They find a lot of pleasure in finding out what it is that makes you happy and giving it to you. So I do foresee that you're becoming a part of a wonderful community very soon. And this is a community that handpicks who gets to belong with them. So yeah, I see that up next for you. They welcome you home. In this interview or meeting, it requires you to be, I think I told you, the driving force. Which which is a little bit different than a job interview. Or actually, maybe, it's not different, because in a job interview, they're trying to see someone who's already acting like someone who can be in charge, is not sitting there passively. And so the people you're meeting soon, they require you to be in the driver's seat, not in an aggressive way, because we've established that's who you are and that's who they're looking for. It's like this great balance of confidence and being outspoken and being not afraid to drive the conversation sometimes, but also to be graceful and learning to appreciate and listen well to what others are saying and making it a harmonious conversation. So yes, this interview or this meeting that you will have with these people requires you to be in the driver's seat, because even when you're graceful and you're listening for the most part, even if this is the case, you're still in the driver's seat when you are attentive and you think about what they tell you and you ask the right questions and you give your opinion as you allow them to say what they want. So whether you're going to be the one speaking a lot or the others, that's not the focal point. But the focal point here is on the fact that you, although you're the one being scanned here, you're the one who's going to be driving this conversation, this meeting. And I think this is the thing that they will love about you very much. Again, the confidence, the leadership, the proactiveness, along with the grace, the class, the civility, the empathy. So poised. Yeah, I see you being so poised. Okay. So yeah, this meeting requires you to be alone, like you're not going to have anyone supporting you, and that's what they want to see, who you are. Perhaps it talks about isolation, by the way. It doesn't have to be you going there alone. It's most likely talking about isolation. So as they're talking to you, I think they're isolating you from what they think could be the things that give you power or allows you to be compassionate, right? So what is isolation? Let's say this is a job interview, just for the sake of the example. And these people, they know that the person coming in is always confident because of what they're wearing, that they're dressed nicely. So, like, let's say this job requires a specific fancy uniform, and so they're thinking anyone in this fancy uniform will already feel so good, and maybe by time as they get used to the uniform, they're not going to be as confident. So the isolation here would be, before you come to office, we're going to meet you at this cafe or this party. Yeah, something outside of isolating you from the very thing that people could use to fool others. Maybe there's something in their environment that allows others to pretend like they're compassionate. Maybe it's the other way around. And so they put you into an environment where that aspect that allows people to use so that they come off as compassionate is not there. And so they just have to be their real self. And so, yeah, I don't know what the isolation is going to be. Maybe we can expand on that for sure. Actually, why not? Let's keep a card here and ask what this isolation is going to be later on during the reading. And what are they going to isolate you from in order to truly see you for who you are? But I foresee that you're next part of a beautiful home, part of a beautiful community. These people truly see you as confident, refined. You have both aspects that they lack, that they're looking for. Maybe this is like even a date. That could be a date for some of you. That could be a job interview. That could be meeting the in-laws. That could be meeting a new community. Something like that. They see you as regal. Yeah, refined, regal, classy. That comes up a lot for sure. and they see that you're able to hold up to who you are, even in an isolated association. Like, let's say some people, they depend on the money that they have, for example. And so they put them in an isolated, I don't know, interview where they can't use their money to prove something, and see what they do in that situation without the money being a part of it. So yeah, something like that. What did I want to ask with these cards? Though I do that sometimes. I know this is next to the Hermit, so I know what this question is. What were these? Where are you going? What is that interview? Was that it? I pull out cards and I forget. What did I want to ask? Why are you going to this interview? Yeah, let's get more information, I guess, about the interview and what the cards choose. Maybe I forgot for a reason. So what are the cards choosing to show in terms of this interview that you're going to? When are you going to meet these people? Oh, yes, that was the question. How and when are you going to meet these people? Maybe because this is a situation that's already in your mind, you already know who these people are and when even you're going to meet them. But in case, I'm going to check. If you do know, perhaps this is just a confirmation for you, and maybe you get a lot of information that you didn't know. So how and when are you meeting these people? 7 of Pentacles. Jack in the box, Jack of all trades comes up. Anyway, 7 of Pentacles. You've got the King of Wands. Well, these are certainly powerful people. There's a lot of power here. Kind but powerful, and that's perhaps why they're looking for someone like you. Judgment. You know how in when we say judgment days, the day where you see your results or you get an appreciation, what is it called? Assessment of what you have done. So there's an assessment here. We're right about that. There is an assessment. Yeah, of course, assessment of your character. Judging, like you're going somewhere, you know you're going to be judged. So Emperor, again, King of Wands and Emperor. So I see you meeting powerful people. That could be a powerful family. That could be a powerful corporation. Maybe powerful in-laws. Maybe that's a date. I guess someone who's in a powerful position or something. Has a powerful business, maybe. Yeah, something like that. 10 of Swords. I think you're dreading it. Initially, you're going to be dreading it. Definitely, with the 10 of Swords. Yeah. I'm sorry you're going to be dreading it, really. You're going to be dreading it a lot with the 10 of Swords. That I'm very sorry about. But I'm not sorry about how amazing you're going to love, how much you're going to love these people and how amazing they're going to be. That's for sure. Okay, so how and when? 7 of Pentacles. Although that's not the energy of the 7 of Pentacles, but I see an element of surprise here with the Jack in the box. Like, I think someone takes you by surprise. You're opening a box and that go, you know? So I get the idea that to you, and at least at that point, you're going to think, oh my God, I just opened Pandora's box. Why did I say that? Why did I suggest that? Why did I this? I don't know, something like that. So I am feeling that you're going to be meeting a powerful person who assesses you. Maybe this is going to be like a conversation. You meet them by surprise. This person that you're going to be meeting seems alien to you. Do you see? Seems alien to you. It's like you come from 2 different worlds. And I think you're both even alien to each other. You're very different At least that's the first impression. Very different people from different lands or different environments. Both of you perceive each other as strong right off the bat, Emperor. So you're thinking, whoa, that's a strong, powerful person. And they're thinking, whoa, that's a powerful person. This person assesses you or judges you as strong. Exactly. So they challenge you almost. They surprise you with something. They're like, oh, or why don't you come to this interview? I think they're gonna I think they're gonna tell you some good news. Hey, I think it starts off with compliments first. Hey, I think you're really good at this, you're amazing at that, and you have this and you do that. And I think with all of the hearts here, you're going to be flattered that you have someone powerful with all of these hearts. Do you notice the hearts? Going, wow, admiring you in this way. Maybe this is your job, or like a CEO from another company who admires your work, or maybe someone in a powerful position who shows you how they, and I heard revere, weird, I heard that, but maybe showing how they respect you, how they respect your power. Yeah, that you're a power to be reckoned with. And somehow they challenge you. They're like, why don't you come to this interview? Or why don't you come with me to these people? Why don't I let you into this society or something? Something like that. And I think you're going to be stunned. Do you see the faces here? You're really going to be stunned. You're like, uh-oh, what did I sign myself up for? And it's almost like you're not going to be really able to say no because of this powerful person's assessment of you, I think. That's what's going on here. I think you're going to appreciate their compliments, that you're actually going to let yourself go. And perhaps there's a great benefit that you want as well, but you're dreading it with the Ten of Swords. Why are you dreading it? Why are you dreading it? Page of Cups. You're a newbie. It's new to you. So Page of Cups suggests both aspects. You're very excited actually about it, but you're dreading it because it is completely new. I think that is the situation. It's that thing when you want something very much, but you're dreading the part where you have to prove yourself, or show up for something first. It's just like a job interview. Maybe it's a job interview for a lot of you, It's like someone gives you an opportunity to be part of a great organization that you wanted to be part of, and they want to offer you a great job. And to you, that's an amazing job, but then you have to go to this dreaded interview that is not easy. Something like that. So I do see that you're going to be meeting a powerful person that will, to you, seem like alien, like out of the... How are you going to meet this person? The stars. Wow. You're going to be meeting this person in a luxurious place with a star, in an elevated, super elevated place, like a fancy hotel. Maybe you're going on vacation, meeting them in a fancy place, fancy pub, fancy restaurant, fancy company, something like that. Yeah, you're going to be meeting this person in a fancy place. Why are you going to this fancy place? 5 of Cups. Well, you won't believe this, but I think you're going to be going to this fancy place. Again, you're dreading it. Unbelievable. It's like the universe in every way is really pushing your buttons here. Sorry about that. I feel like I don't want to go. You're crying. you're not going to cry, but you know what I mean. I don't want to go. You're not feeling too good about this. And you go. You meet this amazing person. It's part of the conversation that you have with someone, and they assess you. They tell you how amazing you are and that you should be part of this. You're like, whoa, I came at the right time. Yeah, the right place at the right time. But then again, you go back home, although you're very excited, you're dreading that interview, and you're maybe thinking about, what did I do? Why did I say okay? So yes, they're inviting you to a first time thing, first time for you to do something. And again, you're going to an elevated place, maybe because you just have to, because I see you crying, but it could also be because you are you lost something and it pushed you to go to this place. It could be mourning. Maybe it's like in mourning could be someone's funeral, but it's an elevated one. It could also be you lost something, you're going there to look for something that you lost. This person is sleeping. This could be you going to the hotel too. Yeah, you're going to a hotel, they're in the hotel. But you seem tired to me. Maybe you are on a business trip for some of you. Business trip, you're very tired. Yeah, something like that. But anyways, in all cases, it's in an elevated place. Exactly why is really going to differ from one person to the other listening. But you're not going there initially too happy is all I can figure out. But yeah, you're going to be meeting a person, and this is how you're going to be going to the job interview. How are they going to surprise you into that interview or that meeting? Like, why are they surprising you here? What's the surprise? Temperance. Didn't I tell you it's both great news and dreadful news to you? But anyways, what's the surprise? Yeah, that's so there are two surprises. The fact that they ask you, maybe they ask you out, or maybe they ask you to come to this meeting, but the fact that you have to go through it. These are definitely two aspects that you're struggling with. Yeah. Yeah, these are two aspects that you're struggling with. You really love the opportunity, but you're dreading the fact that you're going to have to go through it. Yeah, this is what I am seeing. Oh, what's the isolation in this interview or in this meeting? The Hierophant. Knowledge books, textbooks. Cheating, because you see this girl is speaking, trying to learn, see something. Maybe they isolate you from what other people, like they put you in an environment where you can't get a feel and a peek into the environment, and thus you would know exactly how to act. They're isolating you from letting you know who they are, what everyone is about, what is expected. They're not giving you much information. What's expected of you, what they're looking for in a person, what their environment is like. And I think they're appearing as, I want to say normal people. I don't mean that, but I mean like from their point of view, they're appearing as to look like everyone else and withholding the privilege or withholding information of who they are, one way or the other. Like maybe you're not going to go to the office, you're not going to see what everyone's doing. Maybe it's an interview outside. Maybe they're not going to be dressed in the way they used to dress, or maybe they're not going to be wearing their uniforms. Yeah, what I'm seeing here is isolating you from information. I think you're going to get into this interview or into this community and you don't know so much about them at all. And as they speak to you and you are who you are without knowing anything, that's what's really going to be impressing these people. So all the best of luck with that, my dear pile number 3. I'm so curious. I wish I can just open the cards and find out what it is, but it's not my place. If you want to share in the comment section, I would love to know. All the best of luck with that, my dear pile number 3. And if you've enjoyed your reading, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And my dear pile number 3, I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye.